everybody, it's Paige, and today's video is going to be all about the brand Charlotte Tilbury. I collected up every single Charlotte Tilbury product that I own, and I put it in this basket right here, and I thought it would be fun to do sort of like a full face of Charlotte Tilbury products, but then also a best and worst type thing where I let you guys know which products from this brand are actually worth the high luxury price tag, and then which ones I think kind of just have a little bit too much hype and you could definitely skip on. I've never done a video like this before, but I thought it would be a really fun thing to film and possibly interesting / helpful for you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. By the way, just in case you guys haven't seen my last few videos and you didn't know, I do have my own merch. I will have it linked down below in the description box. I am wearing the Black Frick logo in the light pink short sleeve t-shirt, and I just wanted to say thank you so much to everybody that has ordered merch so far. Seriously, it means the absolute world to me. I cannot wait until you guys get your packages, and I would absolutely love it if you guys would post pictures wearing your merch on Instagram and tag me, and I would love to repost you. I just like seriously cannot wait. This has been something I've been so excited about for so long. So anyway, just wanted to throw that in there, and yeah. I will also have all of the Charlotte Tilbury products that I'm mentioning in today's video linked down below in case you guys want to check any of those out. So first, we are going to go in with a priming type product. This is the Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. This is like, it sort of reminds me of the Becca Backlight filter, priming filter, is that what it's called? The backlight priming filter. It's sort of like a glowy kind of primer. This one definitely is a bit more liquidy than the Becca one, but they're very similar. They definitely give your skin a nice beautiful glow before you apply your foundation, and I just think they add a really nice touch, especially on those more like natural makeup days. Wow, look at how red my skin got just from touching it. Now this product right here is $55. That is a very expensive primer. That's way more expensive than I recall it being, and although I do love this product, I don't know that I would say this is worth $55. Actually, I would say I would not say this is worth $55. The Becca one is definitely cheaper and you can get basically the same exact effect. It's a beautiful product and I love it, and I'm not mad that I had it, but that one's a little bit too pricey, in my opinion, for the product. Next, I'm going in with the Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation. I have this in the shade 5 Medium. I have not used this in a very long time. I actually got this from the Charlotte Tilbury counter at the Nordstrom in Jacksonville, Florida, and it was color matched to me, but this was a long time ago, probably when I was a little bit more tan. So I am going to put this on the back of my hand. I'm hoping that it still works out for me. I'm gonna go in with a sponge that is really dirty and I definitely need to clean it. But this product sort of has a bit of a moussey texture, if that makes sense. Like, it's kind of thick but airy at the same time. So let's see how this looks on my skin. I feel like it might be a little bit orange, but we'll definitely be able to make it work. This is a product that is not their most full coverage foundation, and I actually do really want to try their Airbrush Flawless Foundation or whatever it's called. I feel like it's their newest one, and I haven't tried that one, but I really want to. I've heard really good things about it, so I'll definitely give that a go sometime soon. But this is more of a medium coverage yet natural looking product, and if that is something that you are interested in, I think this is definitely a good product to check out. On the website, it says that it is a light coverage foundation, which I definitely wouldn't say it's full coverage, but I would say it's more light to medium. You could definitely sheer it out, but this is just one layer of the foundation, and it definitely did something for my skin, and it does look a lot better. I will say that I look a little bit too orange, so as of right now, I would go with a different shade. This product is $46, which is pretty pricey, but I have had a rough time finding a good light to medium coverage foundation that actually does something, but also lasts on my skin and looks nice and natural and doesn't like settle into my creases, and this is definitely something that does that. So it also has a hydrating and radiant finish, so that's also something to keep in mind. This is something that I think is more reasonably priced. It's less than the primer, but also like I feel like primers, I don't know, I change my primer every single day and I feel like it's a lot harder to find a good complexion product like a foundation. So this one I feel like is definitely more worth it than the primer, but it's still very expensive and it's not the best foundation I've ever tried, but it's definitely one that I really do enjoy. Next we have a color corrector. So I actually don't have a concealer from Charlotte Tilbury. I don't even know if they make a concealer, but they do sell these little color correctors and I've actually never tried this before. They have 4 different shades. I think this is the lightest one. Yes, this is the lightest of the 4, and this is sort of like a peachy toned under eye corrector, and this is $32, which is quite expensive for a color corrector. I'm not somebody that ever uses color correctors, but I thought I would give it a try for this video just because I have it and I bought it and I should be using it. So I'm just gonna take this and put it on my under eye area. Whoa, that actually looks like a concealer. I thought that this was going to be more like orangey peachy on my under eye, but it really just like brightens. Like, you see that? It's actually very creamy and blendable. I'm gonna put a little bit on my breakouts right here on my forehead just to see if I can get like a little bit of extra coverage. I'm also gonna sort of tap this on my nose just to sort of highlight it a little bit. I was gonna go in with a different concealer from a different brand, but I think I'll actually be okay with just this. That is actually so cute, and that was gonna be something that I would say is not worth the price, but I actually feel like I really like this. I'm gonna have to wait to tell you my thoughts till the end just to see if it like creases or does anything funky, since this is my first time trying this, but I don't know why I didn't try this sooner. I've seriously had that for so long and never tried it. I'm looking on the Sephora website right now just to make sure I have all my prices correct, and there is a concealer. There is a Magic Away concealer. It's $32. I definitely want to try that out. Next we're going in with this. This is the Hollywood Contour Wand, and I have this in the shade Fair Medium. This is something that I feel like so many people have, and cream contour scares me so bad, especially when it looks this deep. I actually used this once for a TikTok hack video. I will link that video down below if I can find it like easily. I'm sure if you just type in TikTok on my channel, you'll be able to find it. But I tried to nose contour with this and it was a disaster. So I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit of the product out and then lock the tube back, and I'm just gonna like barely put any on because I don't know how this is gonna blend out. Also, like, this looks so deep for my skin that it's kind of spooky a little bit. Like, I feel like this is gonna be very difficult to blend, but we'll see. I'm just gonna take my sponge, and I don't know how quickly this dries, so I'm gonna kind of work fast, but I'm just tapping, tapping, tapping. I feel like that looks cute. It definitely shears out a lot. I was getting a little bit nervous there that it was gonna be too deep for my skin. My camera cut me off. But I was saying I was getting a little scared that this was gonna be too deep for my skin, but it seriously shears out so quickly, especially if you use a sponge. I'm not sure what it's like with a brush, but I'm not even gonna go there because I'm already not too comfortable with cream cheek and face products like bronzers and blushes and stuff. But that, seriously, like, wow, that surprised me how good that looks. I think I might add a little bit more to this side because I feel like I went in, I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of use whatever's left on the sponge tip and build it up a little bit. Okay, but like, why does that look so good? If I can make this work, anybody can make this work. I've had my fair share of struggles with the cream contour, and this just made it so easy. That looks so good. Oh, I feel so fresh faced and cute. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face, just because I feel like I don't want things to crease, and I'm definitely somebody that has to set their face with powder, otherwise I'm gonna be an oily mess in a matter of minutes. So I am going to use my Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. I have this in the shade 2 Medium, and I'm just going to take a powder brush. This is the F5 from the silver set from Bling Brushes. You can use code PAIGE for 10% off. They will be linked down below. And I'm just gonna go in with this powder and put it on the brush like this. And I'm just going to tap this on my under eye. Oh my god, that is yellow. That is yellow. Okay, so I definitely think this is a good all over face powder for me, but not so much an under eye setting powder. I typically like a much brighter under eye than the rest of my face, and that just like darkened the crap out of my under eyes. So I might need to purchase this in the lighter shade. I think there's one shade lighter than this. It looks so light in the pan. I don't know why it looks so dark on my skin. But I'm just tapping into this powder back and forth and setting my face. By the way, this is $38. I would say this is definitely worth it. I can't tell you how many times I've messed up cream contour. I've tried using concealers that are deeper shades. I've tried using the Huda Beauty cream contour. That was just like a mess. That was way too, like, that's not for beginners. This is definitely for beginners because I myself am a beginner. I've also tried the Fenty cream bronzer, which I feel like didn't really do anything. This did something, but it also wasn't a pain in the butt to blend, and you don't have to be super careful about how you blend it out. I think this is amazing. Definitely, I underrated it. Like, I need to start using this a lot more. I am loving the way that my makeup is looking right now. I do have some foundation in my crease of my eyelid, but that's expected. But wow, I freaking love this. It's 38 bucks, which I would have expected it to be a little bit more, honestly, for Charlotte Tilbury. And this is a definite yes, like, this is worth it. The powder is $45, and if I had it in the lighter shade, I would probably be more inclined to say that it's worth it. That is a very expensive powder. I've also heard multiple people say that this is a very delicate powder and that you can't travel with it unless you want it to shatter into a million pieces. So that is something to keep in mind. But as far as like a beautiful powder, wow, this is amazing. This is definitely something that if I were to run out of it, I would repurchase it. And it is quite expensive, but I take my powder very seriously, and this one is worth it for me. I also wanted to mention my Beauty Light wands. These are the Glowgasm Beauty Light wands. I have the High Blush and the Easy Highlighter. So this one is called Pinkgasm and this one is called Goldgasm. These are amazing and I love them. I definitely love them. These are also $38, and I think that they are worth it for a cream blush slash highlighter type product. This is what I'm gonna reach for if I do reach for one, even though it is a little bit more pricey. For blush, I am going in with this guy right here. This is the Cheek to Chic Swish and Glow blusher, and I have this in the shade Pillow Talk. This is what it looks like. It is so beautiful. It's undeniable that it's beautiful. It has a stunning satin finish, and you've got that darker Pillow Talk kind of color on the outside, and then a bit of a lighter sort of highlighty shade in the middle. This, I'm already gonna tell you guys, this is not worth it for me. I don't even know how much this is. I'm gonna kind of scroll until I see it here. These are $40. At least this shade isn't worth it to me. This is like the least pigmented blush I have ever used in my life. I am seriously like swirling, kicking up powder everywhere. Like, I made a total mess, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get some color on our cheeks, but like, where's she at though? I'm seriously like going in with so much of this, and it's almost impossible to see. I wish it was more pigmented, but every single time I use this, it's like a disappointment, and that makes me so sad because I feel like this would be so beautiful. And it is really pretty once I've like used up a quarter of the powder on my cheeks. Like now you can kind of see it, and I literally used like 20 days worth of product for one sort of subtle blush look right here. And it is pretty, but I just feel like for the price, it's too expensive to be this sheer. It's like non-existent sheer if you just use it like a normal person. So unfortunately, I do not think that this is worth it, even though it's really pretty. I'm not sure if all of the shades are like that, but the shade that I have, which is Pillow Talk, is definitely like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows now. I actually don't have any Charlotte Tilbury eyebrow products, so I'm just gonna go in with whatever I have here, probably my Benefit products. Eyebrows are done. I ended up using a Morphe brow pencil. This one right here, I think it's called their like micro brow pencil, and then also the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Film Star Bronze and Glow palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the fair medium one. I'm sure you guys have seen this. I feel like this is one of Charlotte Tilbury's most like photographed slash advertised products, and it's actually something that I haven't used a ton, but it is very beautiful. You have a sculpt powder and a highlight. The sculpt powder is stunning. I'm gonna actually use the highlight today, and it is a more subtle highlight. I'm just gonna kind of brush off that powder brush that we used earlier and go in with some of this highlighter, and I'm just gonna kind of like highlight my forehead, above my brow, just kind of sort of everywhere where I actually put highlighter. On my nose here, you can see it gives a nice sheen. It is so stunning and beautiful. I'm also just gonna kind of put a little bit of this on the cheeks, just to kind of give that skin-like look back to our face. I am gonna go in with a more intense highlighter because I freaking love highlighter, but this is beautiful. If you just want like a natural glow, like look at that. This is $68, which is very pricey, and I feel like it's kind of hard to find a good subtle highlighter that actually blends into the skin like this one does. It is very pricey. Am I glad that I spent the $68 on it? Yes, I am. But it is definitely up there. But you do get two products in one, so this one's kind of like, it depends. If you're somebody that wears a natural highlight every single day, I think that this is definitely worth the $68. But if you're not a natural highlight kind of person, then definitely I would pass on it. But if you're like, you know, even if you just want to use it as a base layer like I'm doing, I think it's just so stunning and beautiful, and I love it, and I think it's worth it. By the way, this video is not sponsored in any way. Charlotte Tilbury has no idea that I'm doing this. I have received a couple of PR packages from them in the past, but I just decided to do this on my own, and I have purchased a majority of the products that I'm showing you today. Next, we're going in with this. This is actually one of the first products that I ever purchased from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Bar of Gold palette, and it has 3 highlighters. We have the original Bar of Gold, Rose Gold, and Gold Bullion. I don't know if I said that right. This is what it looks like. I know, this is such a shame. This is something that I've had for so long, and I've only used it like twice, and that's because it was super expensive for me, and it was so beautiful, and I didn't want to mess it up. But now I know you just got to use your makeup. Like, you're not gonna run out. So I'm gonna go in, I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This is the original Bar of Gold. This is $58, which that's a lot of money, but it's actually less expensive than this one, and I think this one's like a lot cooler in my opinion. But I also love a blinding highlight, so I'm gonna grab my highlight brush from the Starry Nights collection, and I'm just gonna tap into that just a teeny tiny bit, and we're gonna use that to accentuate the highlight on our cheek. Like, oh my god, look at that. Look at that. I freaking love it. This is so stunning. This is like a blinding highlight, but it's so finely milled that it also sort of looks natural in a way. if you know what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't look like your natural skin. Like, it's definitely intense, but it's as natural as an intense highlighter could get. I just wanted to mention these. These were a holiday limited edition type palette. Was this last year or the year before? Maybe 2 years. No, it had to be last. No, I think it was 2 years. I don't know. But these were they holiday even? They were definitely limited edition because I don't see them on the Sephora website anymore. But these were the Glowgasm face palettes. I have Lovegasm and Lightgasm. I ended up purchasing both because they were so beautiful. I'm not sure how much these were, but I know they were expensive. My guess is they were probably close to $80. Have I gotten my $80 worth out of them? Absolutely not. But they are beautiful. The quality is insane. And if you don't have something like that, I mean, I'm not sure if they're gonna come out with something like that this holiday season, but their products are definitely incredible. I love their blushes and highlights, and these are just like, oh my god, so stunning. So if this isn't something you already have, I would recommend it, but if not, it's a little pricey. Now it's time for the eyeshadow. I am gonna zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see just exactly what I'm doing. The first thing that I'm gonna do on my eyes, which by the way, I'm not gonna prime them with my MAC paint pot because we're not going super dramatic and my eyelids are already sort of tacky. So I'm gonna take the Sculpt powder and I'm gonna use this as sort of like a crease shade. I'm using an E3 from Bling Brushes. This is my favorite crease brush in the entire world. I love it so much. I have so many of them. I have my fresh, brand new Bling Brushes set. Look at those brushes, they're so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I need to find a cuter cup to put them in. All of my other cute cups are currently full and I want to keep those separate because those are just like my fresh, beautiful new ones. Not that they're all not beautiful. What? Did that make sense? They're all beautiful, but these ones are just like, they're still new, so they're special to me. Extra special. Next, I'm gonna take the Color Chameleon in the shade Champagne Diamonds. This says that it is for blue eyes, but like, you know, you can use it no matter what your eye color is. I think it's just like targeted towards blue eyes, or it's supposed to complement blue eyes. And do you guys see how freaking beautiful this is? It's so sparkly and fun. I'm literally just drawing this onto my eyelid. I'm gonna use this as sort of like my base, and then I am gonna use a little eyeshadow quad that I have from them on top. This is a pricier item. This one is actually at $27. I don't know if this is worth $27, but it is so beautiful and stunning and I love it, but that's kind of a bit much for me, just for somebody that doesn't use this sort of product every single day, you know. Now I'm gonna take this quad, which is $54. This is the only eyeshadow palette that I have from them. They have some larger ones. Typically they're like holiday releases, and I've never purchased any of those because they're quite expensive. They actually have one on their website right now. It's the Bejeweled Instant Eyeshadow Palette, and that is $75, which that's a lot of money for an eyeshadow palette. So I have this little one, which is still very pricey, and I have this in the shade Pillow Talk. Yes, Pillow Talk. They have a couple of different shades, but this is the Luxury Palette of Pops, and it has color-coded shadows, whatever that means. So you actually get 4 shimmers in here, which seems very odd, but I'm gonna take the deepest shade here and I'm gonna kind of tap this in my outer corner, and I'm just placing it directly on top of the shadow stick that I used earlier. Wow, that actually blended out so easily, and that is so pretty. I actually freaking love that. Let's see if I can match it on this eye, because I never can. I'm honestly blown away by that. I was not thinking that that would look that good. Now I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take the pink color, and I'm just gonna put that on my finger. And I'm just gonna tap this more on the center of my lid. I don't know if that's really gonna show up. I might need a brush. The pink is there. It's definitely subtle, but it's there. Now I'm gonna go back into this highlighter palette here, and I'm gonna use the same highlighter that I used on my face on my brow bone. So this is probably not the right brush, but it's fine. I'm just gonna put some of this right there to really highlight the brow bone, and then I'm also gonna put a little bit of this on the inner corner as well. I love highlighting my face. The eyes are almost done. I did want to mention a couple of products that I won't be using today. The first one is the Eyes to Mesmerize from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in the shade Star Gold. Holy crap, this is $32, but this is the most beautiful whipped eye type product. They have so many really pretty shades. You just tap a little bit, your finger into a little bit of it, and like, holy crap, you guys, it's very soft. Like if I were to push my finger in here, it would squish, but it's so smooth and creamy and blendable. Like if I just kind of go in circles, you can see how nicely that just blended out. So you can sheer this out, or you can wear it a little bit more intense. I really want, they have like a lighter one, and I really want that one, but I have the shade Star Gold, and I think it is stunning. I also have a couple of eyeliners from them. These are their, well, this is the Pillow Talk eyeliner, I guess. This is $27, and it's beautiful. This is the shade right here. It's not exactly the same as like their Pillow Talk lipstick and whatnot, but it has sort of like a purpley berry undertone. I also have a couple of minis. I'm just not a big eyeliner person, so something like this would not be worth it for me just because I don't use eyeliners. But if you do use them, they are very creamy, but this is something that I would personally pass on just because of my personal taste. But the eyeliners themselves are very creamy and very pigmented, so if you wear them, definitely something to look into. But if you don't feel like you're going to, $27 for an eyeliner that you're never going to use is, you know, that's what happened to me. So I am going to finish off the eyes with mascara, and this is actually something that they just recently sent to me. This is $29, and this is their Pillow Talk push-up lashes. The packaging on this is so beautiful. Honestly, the packaging on all of their products is so beautiful, but like, this is so stunning. And like the cap, oh my god. So this is a rubber tipped wand. It has a rubber, what is that called? Wand? Bristly thing, you know? You know how there's like some that are more natural and then some that are rubber? This is a rubber one, which typically I prefer a more natural bristly kind of brush. This one is sort of in the shape of a diamond. Hopefully you guys can see. It kind of looks like a diamond this way, and then if you turn it 90 degrees, it's flat. So it is different on the two different sides, but this is actually really nice. I wore this in a full face of first impressions. I tried it out for the first time, and I was really, really impressed because typically, I don't know what it is about rubber wands, but I just feel like they don't separate my lashes enough. I don't get enough volume. I either get volume or length, not both. And this one really just gives me both. I like this because you can really get down to the base of your lashes, and I kind of wiggle as I pull it through, and it really helps dispense the product, and it gives me volume and also length. Like, look at that, holy crap. And then it's also really easy to put on your lower lashes. I just use the like the little short end to kind of get there, and it does a really good job as well. There's the mascara all done. I really like this mascara. If you like a rubber wand, I think you would love this. If you like volume and length and just like separation, this is an amazing mascara. But I did want to mention, I used to have a mascara from them called the Full Fat Lashes Mascara. I think that was the name of it. That was my favorite. Like, I just thought about it when I was putting this on, and I was like, why did I never repurchase that? Well, I did repurchase it a couple of times, but like, why don't I have it anymore? That mascara was freaking amazing, and I'm definitely gonna go and order it after I finish filming this video because I miss it. But this one is also really, really nice, and I think it's definitely worth it. The best one of the best, I'll say, rubber wand mascaras that I've ever tried. Our last section that we have to talk about is lips. I have a bunch of different lip products that I'm going to share with you guys, and if I gotta be honest, I think that when I think of Charlotte Tilbury, my favorite part about the brand is the lip products. I mean, obviously I love so many of their products, but I feel like they're just so well known for their lips, and those are some of my favorites. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is the lip liner. These are the Lip Cheat lip liners. I have two shades. As you can see, this one is a lot shorter than the other. This one is in the shade Pillow Talk. This is like their iconic shade. Literally everybody knows the shade Pillow Talk. Here's what it looks like. Here's the lip liner compared to the eyeliner. You can see the eyeliner is quite a bit darker. And then I also have this one, which is called Iconic Nude. This is the one that I'm going to be using today. I got the Pillow Talk one first, and that's the one that I constantly used. And then this one is like more recent slash a bit newer. These are definitely worth it. I love the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. They are some of my favorite lip liners. I like these. I like the Kim KW ones. I also really like the Alamar Cosmetics ones, the Patrick Ta ones. Those are like some of my favorite brands, and then this, of course, is up there with all of those. This is a really pretty, like, darker, kind of like cool toned nude, but also kind of pinky at the same time. The lip liners have a matte finish. I feel so weird like trying to talk while I put this on. But the lip liners have a matte finish, so that's something to keep in mind. They're not going to be super like messy and slippery and shiny. So if that's something that you like, you may not like these, but if you like a nice matte formula that's going to last all day, this is where it's at. Next, we have lipsticks, and I have a bunch of Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. Like, these are, oh, I love them. They are more pricey. I mean, obviously Charlotte Tilbury is a high-end, more luxury brand, so you're gonna expect those higher price points, but the real question is, like, is it worth it? So this is what their regular lipsticks look like. They are so stunning. I think they have a couple of different finishes, and I'm not sure like which ones of these are which, but I will swatch all of them and I'll let you guys know what the names of them are, and then you'll be able to find them if you're interested. My personal favorite of all time is Kim KW. This is the prettiest nude color in the entire world. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I'm gonna clean off my hand and re-swatch all the lipsticks together, but here's a swatch of it. I love this lip color so much. Their lipsticks smell so good. Now, if you don't like a nude lip like this, which I know a lot of people won't, but I personally do, I love this lip color so much. It is pretty nude, but with a bit of a darker lip liner underneath, it definitely will pull more peachy or more mauve-y depending on like what your lip liner is. They smell so good. I don't know if I already said that or not, but this lipstick smells incredible. It's like vanilla cupcakes. I love it. It smells very similar to MAC lipsticks, if you're familiar with those. These are $34. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not, but they are 100% worth it. If you can find a color that you love, they're amazing. This one has a bit of like a shiny finish, but they also do have some matte finishes as well. So I'm going to clean off my hand and swatch all of the lipsticks next to each other just so you guys can see all of the colors that I have. Here are the 5 lipsticks that I have in their regular packaging like this. So this shade here is Kim KW. This is the one that I have on my lips right now. Next to that we have BITCH Perfect. Next to that, right here in the middle, we have Penelope Pink. Then we have Super Cindy, and then this one here is called Pillow Talk. That's like their iconic shade. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm getting like hair stuck to my lips. So yes, these are the ones that I have. I love all of them. Every single shade is so stunning, but like I said, my favorite is Kim KW. I also have a couple of these. Oh my gosh. These lipsticks, these ones were limited edition. I'm not sure if they're still available or not. I have 2 shades. This one is called JK Magic, you guys. Oh my god. This one is like to die for. I love this color. That one's called JK Magic. And then this one is called Dance Floor Princess. This is another stunning nude color, like pinky. nude. These ones came in like a fun packaging like this. I'm not sure how much they were. I'm pretty sure I got them from the Charlotte Tilbury website, but oof, they were so good. Next we have this one right here. This is their Sexy Lips, well, it's their Superstar lipstick. Yes, Superstar lipstick in the shade Sexy Lips, and this is in a much skinnier packaging than their regular lipstick like this, and it's also a lot more like glossy, kind of like balmy finish. This is what it looks like here. This is such a pretty color, and it does still have quite a bit of pigment to it, but it has a very sheeny kind of lip balm feel to it. It's really nice and natural and like easy for on the go, and I really do like it, but I don't think I would spend $34 on this again. I prefer their like regular lipsticks as opposed to something like this, but that's also just like personal preference. And then we have two more products to talk about. We have lip gloss. So this first one here is the Refresh Rose, I think it's like their Collagen Bath Lip Gloss or something like that. Collagen Lip Bath Gloss. This is beautiful. I love it. It's $35, which is quite pricey, and if I had to do it all over again, I probably wouldn't buy this one. I don't know. I prefer these ones. These ones are $22. These are freaking incredible. These are their Lip Luster lip glosses. I have two shades. I have Blondie, and then I also have Ibiza Nights. I would probably say that Blondie is my favorite. That's the more peachy pink one, but both of these are so beautiful. They have a bit of shimmer in them, and I've used them so much, and I still have so much product left, so I feel like the $22 for these is better than $35 for this one. But this one, I think of this one as more of like a lip treatment, and there probably is more beneficial type ingredients, but it just looks like a clear gloss pretty much, and it is really nice. It smells super minty and fresh, and I do like it. I'm glad that I have it, but if you were to pick one over the other, I think the Lip Luster lip glosses are so much more worth it. They have so much more dimension, and they do have ones that don't have shimmer in them as well. I actually think these are the only two that have shimmer in them. I think the other ones are more like colors, you know? But these are freaking amazing. I definitely would recommend these over this. I don't know that I would say this one is totally worth it, but these definitely are worth the $22. And that, my friends, is my full face of Charlotte Tilbury makeup, along with basically my review of every single product that I have. I will do my best to make things as easy as possible for you, because I feel like it may have been a little bit confusing, like me giving my opinions as I go. I will make two lists down below in the description box. I will have a list of the ones that I think are worth it and are my favorite products from the brand, and then I will have a separate list of the ones that I think are either too expensive for what they are, or just maybe not worth the price tag, just so that you guys can kind of have your two separate lists in your mind, you know, just in case my reviews were confusing. I don't know, this is my first time doing this. I would really love to do it again, because this was super fun and I loved talking about my thoughts on all of the products. So if you want to see this from me from another brand, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what your favorite Charlotte Tilbury products are, or if there are any that you really want to try. I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. Don't forget to check out my merch if you haven't already. This is also on the website. We have these really fun canvases in different colors, and we also have super cute phone cases as I frick on them. So honestly, I freaking love the way that this look turned out. Like, I am so obsessed. I feel so pretty. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel so natural and pretty. I don't feel overdone. I love it. So I'm definitely going to be using a lot of these products a lot more in the future, and hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I guess that's pretty much it. Don't forget to check the description box for all of the info that you need to know, all of the links for everything that I mentioned and all of that. And I guess that's pretty much it for me. So I love you guys so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.